the same night Cejudo took down Demetrius Johnson.
Oh, Dillashaw tagged him! TJ's gonna close this out!
Headliner TJ Dillashaw would defend his bantamweight belt.
You make a very good argument as being the best bantamweight of all time.
I am the best bantamweight of all time.
Subsequently dropped to flyweight in pursuit of Cejudo's title.
Well, in this era of super fights, it could not be more fitting that we close out the inaugural UFC Fight Night on ESPN Plus with a matchup of champions. Henry Cejudo, the flyweight champion, trying to stay that way tonight against TJ Dillashaw.
The challenger, TJ Dillashaw!
His bantamweight belt.
Well, in this era of super fights, it could not be more fitting that we close out the inaugural UFC Fight Night on ESPN Plus with a matchup of champions. Henry Cejudo, the flyweight champion, trying to stay that way tonight against TJ Dillashaw.
The challenger, TJ Dillashaw!
Head kick from Cejudo. TJ partially evades.
Big right hand from... Big right hand from Cejudo! Cejudo's got him!
Dillashaw a little bit desperate here early. Big right from Cejudo!
Oh, he got him bad!
Henry Cejudo knocks TJ Dillashaw out of round one!
Demetrius Johnson was the greatest of all time. Beat him.
Do you believe it? And still the flyweight king!
The greatest bantamweight of all time, TJ Dillashaw. I beat him.
The messenger! Message sent tonight!
I became an instant legend.
You take out a man who is the champion 10 pounds north of 125. Your thoughts on what the future holds for Henry Cejudo?
TJ, we can do it again. And this time we'll do it 135 pounds, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, your champion, Henry Cejudo.
Some crazy news that broke this morning that TJ Dillashaw has been flagged by the New York State Athletic Commission and USADA for an irregular test from his last fight against Henry Cejudo.
He has relinquished his bantamweight title after being suspended.
Very unfortunate situation. Cejudo was supposed to come up and have that fight with him.
So now the question is, what do you do with the bantamweight title?
Despite Dillashaw's swift departure from the sport, Cejudo remains steadfast in a shot at the now vacant 135-pound belt. So the UFC would summon its #1 ranked bantamweight to face Cejudo on June 8th in a title bout to crown the new champion.
The champion got a problem, and here I am to resolve. The UFC know I want to be the best. I want to fight with the best. They're gonna keep calling me, and I'm gonna keep knocking them out.
A 5-time defending champion outside of the UFC. Victorious in 17 of his last 18 bouts.
Good. Flick that jab in my eyes. There you go.
Marlon Moraes is the greatest possible challenge for Cejudo.
2-3-2.
And he welcomes the flyweight champ to less familiar territory on June 8th.
1-1-2. Good. Good. Make it. There you go. Perfect. He's a flyweight coming up to bantamweight, and I don't see anyone beating Marlon for a while at 135. Yeah, really get that knee through. Hurt his body whenever you throw knees. There you go. Feel the difference? Out of all the people I hold pads for, Marlon is pound for pound the hardest hitting. Go. Go. Rip. So, team. There you go. I think Henry Cejudo is going to be shocked.
Marlon Moraes, native of Brazil, but has been training with Ricardo Almeida in Toms River, New Jersey. A lot of buzz surrounding this fighter. Taking on this challenge against a very game opponent, Aljamain Sterling, 2 top 10 contenders in the bantamweight division.
In his last 3 octagon appearances, it took Moraes less than 5 combined minutes to put his perfected craft on display.
Moraes fires that right hand quickly.
Henry Cejudo, he can have his Olympic medal in wrestling, but I have the Olympic medal in MMA.
Marlon Moraes said he still has not pushed that button.
I can fight everywhere, and I'm unpredictable.
He wants to show everybody why he should be thought of as a contender in short order in this division.
You don't know what I'm gonna do.
Big kick, and that is it!
Cejudo, he can have his Olympic medal.
He wants to show everybody why he should be thought of as a contender in short order in this division.
You don't know what I'm gonna do.
Big kick, and that is it! Magic Marlon Moraes hits the button indeed.
Absolutely brutal knockout. Jimmy Rivera, number 4 in the world, 21-1. And tonight he puts that 20-fight winning streak on the line against his rival, Marlon Moraes.
I'm curious to see who will take the initiative and who will take the first risk.
Oh! Head kick for Moraes! Rivera in big trouble early!
Unbelievable. In the bantamweight division is Magic Marlon.
UFC 238 training camp is at full bore. But flyweight champion Henry Cejudo understands the necessary work-life balance required for the success of everyone involved.
Dá, mestre. Não sei, acho que a gente faz muito. A gente treina muito, sacrifica muito. A glória é muito bom. Mas viver a vida bem, acho que é melhor. Camps are not always perfect, but you gotta do your best to communicate with everybody. Sometimes doing a barbecue with the guys.
The real barbecue.
It unites us a little bit more.
I'm hungry. I'm hungry.
Go outside. Paulo, all these athletes that are good friends of mine, and you know, we all rejoice and have a good time.
The newest member of the team is undefeated UFC middleweight Paulo Costa, who is learning firsthand what life is like at the top.
You want to be the best, and you're doing everything right to be the best.
Paulo knew me before I won the world champion, before I beat Demetrius. So he's out here kind of following the same process.
Quase o sono.
I feel not have a limit, you know? How much I can do.
No, answer the question. Você quer ser campeão?
No, of course.
Okay, that's the goal. That's the goal. Você quer ser melhor do mundo.
But it's not enough, you know? It's not enough. I can be more.
He's watching the scientific side of like what we're doing.
If I had his looks, I'd take over the world.
You know, he's gonna get connected with Neuroforce 1.
All right, we'll do fit light peripheral reaction. Are we good over here, Matt?
Cejudo enlisted the services of Neuroforce 1 for his 2 most recent title fights.
Here is the #1 ranked flyweight contender, Henry Cejudo.
Where he took down reigning UFC champion.
He ends the greatest championship run that Octagon has ever seen.
And he intends to do the same thing against TJ Dillashaw.
And with such clear results,
Henry Cejudo knocks TJ Dillashaw out in round 1!
collaboration continues.
See it without looking good. Nutrition, supplementation, recovery protocols, strength and conditioning, everything that has to do with human performance. Henry's king. Flip. In every camp, he gets stronger, he gets faster, he gets more explosive, his reaction speed increases. Yellow left. Right green.
The task at hand for Cejudo's bantamweight championship fight with Marlon Moraes on June 8th.
Marlon, you're next. You're next.
Will be making necessary adjustments
7-4
for the flyweight king's return to 135 pounds.
I think he still sees me as a flyweight, and I think that's gonna be the biggest mistake of his MMA career.
Really put on some strength and power without worrying about getting him too heavy, and that's when he's the strongest. He is more explosive right now at the heaviest we've had him. Find leverage. Go find it and get out of the way so you can make him move good. Rest.
I hope the best Marlon comes out June 8th. Because the best Henry Cejudo is going to be out there June 8th as well.
When #1 ranked UFC bantamweight Marlon Moraes is not preparing for his upcoming title tilt with Cejudo.
Who's better in basketball, me or you? We'll see, we'll see, we'll see.
He can always be found spending time with those who matter most.
Thank you.
My wife, Isabella, is with me for 12 years, and now we have 2 kids. I have Rafael, he's 4 years old, and I have Ryan, he's 5 months.
Oh, did I just tag him in the head?
I couldn't ask for a better family, and we're gonna go play some games, have some fun, and stay together.
This is so cool, Rafael.
Don't get pushy. Get some.
Got my red as well. Let's get this party started. Seriously? I'm so behind, dude.
Has been slain.
Last call.
An ally has been slain.
What? Oh my gosh.
An enemy has been slain.
Yep. Okay.
Enemy has been slain.
Let's just fucking like that.
plating will soon fall. Your turret has been destroyed.
Need some grog.
Fuck my life.
It's smaller than the diagram.
Shit.
Has been slain. An enemy is unstoppable. Your turret has been destroyed.
Complete disaster. Fuck's sake. Pagpapagawap sang dilit gago. Taman-taman niya ba
Don't get pushy.
just that fun.
Your turret has been destroyed.